Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Castlevania Circle of the Moon. Off screen I did a little bit of grinding for certain cards, as we'll now see. Now, you don't actually have to press A or anything to equip them. Whatever your cursor is on is the one it'll be equipped to, but I got the Mercury card from the Bone Pillars and the Serpent card from the Earth Demons. And I'll show off a little bit of what they can do. So first off... crap. The combination of Mercury and Serpent gives us a nice little fire whip if I stop getting hit by spears. Or bombs. Thank you. Now, as you'll also notice, our MP slowly goes down while this is active. We can deactivate it at any time by hitting the L button again. And it's just a nice handy little buff. Do note, some enemies will take more damage with a certain element, some enemies will actually take less. So you'll just want to be mindful of that. Pay close attention to what color the enemies flash. And... god damn it. I hate doing these. It's such a tedious enemy. Fortunately, with the Fire Whip, it's going a little bit faster, and I'm gonna have to say one thing. I am so sorry for that last video, guys. I never even realized until I watched the video in post that the Cerberus's, I guess, telegraphs, his attacks were color-coded. And I tried to save face in the annotations, but God, I felt so stupid. That boss in general is the easiest boss. Well, one of the easiest bosses in the game. I believe there's a secret around here somewhere. But I'm not going to spend forever hunting for it because that's not entertaining. But yeah, there are much, much harder bosses that are going to be popping up, and we're going to see some of them very soon. In fact, the next boss we're going to face is kind of a pain if you don't know how it's done. That's the thing with this boss, like, with this game. Are you serious? Even when you know how it's done, they can still pose a little bit of a problem. And that actually brings me to kind of a controversial opinion I have with Symphony of the Night. I've always felt that Symphony of the Night was one of those games that didn't really age well, and that it's kind of carried by its nostalgia. That's not to say it's not a good game, it is, but it had a lot of problems that were corrected by later games, this one in particular, and its largest problem was boss scaling and scaling in general. Now, in an RPG, the scaling system is what's going to make or break your game. But in Symphony of the Night, it was practically absent, and there was not really any challenge to be had. So I've always felt that that game was kind of overrated. I never really saw why some people called it the best in the series, and I struggle to believe that the people who say that have actually played other Metroidvanias. Because, I mean, again, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's not a good game, it is. It's just, I don't think it's most certainly not the best in the series. Then again, we're getting into opinions now. But hey, what else do I have to talk about in this massive stairwell? I mean, seriously, look at how high up we're going. Now, the objective of the game, if you haven't figured it out, is we actually want to try to... God damn it. We actually want to try to get back to where we were when Dracula sent us down the pit. Of course, as you'll imagine, it won't be so easy. We're gonna need to do some other stuff first. Wow, that was a failed jump. Oh god, I feel like I'm climbing all the way up to heaven here. Oh, that is dickish. They just freeze you in the middle of a jump there. Alright, so now we are in the audience room, and we have a new Castlevania, or an old Castlevania favorite, the throwing axe. Way more damage, but it's a lot slower than the... well, not really slower, as you can see. But because it goes in an arc, it doesn't hit enemies quite as fast. On larger enemies, though, you can get this thing to multi-hit, so that can make it... Did I seriously just do that? God damn it! I am sorry about that, guys, but off camera, I actually decided to do a little bit of grinding for the card that the axe armor had that we passed, and we can't go this way yet, but I also killed the slime to get the Mandragora card. Or, I'm sorry, the Venus card. The axe armor dropped the Mandragora. Now, the Venus card gives you a bunch of replenishing abilities, or kind of, I guess you'd call them passives, god damn it. I won't get too much into them, but some combinations increase your strength, some increase your defense, some increase your experience, some heal you, things like that. But I want to focus a little more on the actual actives. Now this time I'm not going to be an idiot and drop down, because we dropped down from the room that we were in at the beginning of the game, and yeah, it wasn't very fun. Triumph Hallway. Is this the right way? Hold on, let me check my map. Sorry about this, folks. I believe this is the right way, but I'm just gonna do some backtracking. Like I said in the last episode, it has been a while since I played. I wanted to go into the game, not blind, obviously, because I've played it before, but I wanted to... how should I put this? I wanted to re-experience the wonder that is Castlevania Circle of the Moon. So I do have a practice file that I will be kind of, well, practicing with. So I won't look too incompetent, but I want to try and get some surprises in, so that's just going to be for very basic practicing. This file's always going to be ahead. Oh, god damn it. Now I've got to climb more. I say god damn it way too much. And it was a dead end, because we can't get up there yet. I'm sure several fans of the Castlevania games know exactly what we need to get up there. That was genius. I'm so glad I did that. You may also notice I'm doing a little more damage than I should be. Well, while grinding off the slime and axe armor, I actually got a couple level ups, as you can see here. So I'm doing a little more damage than I usually do here, but we'll make it work. Oh, we just saw an electric skeleton. Now those enemies, we're gonna learn to hate those enemies very soon. These skeleton soldiers go down without a hitch. I believe this is also a dead end for now. Really? Could be a health power-up, so just gonna check. I don't think so. Actually, wasn't there a room in, not Metroid Fusion, Metroid Zero Mission that looked a lot like this, kind of in that outdoor area? Kinda, I guess. Now, it is possible to actually make that jump. I think it is anyway. Don't quote me on that, but I could have sworn I've done it before without the item that you actually need to get up there. Dead silence. So, I brought up that Cerberus fight, and I also mentioned that we will be getting close to another boss fight. In fact, I believe... Ooh. As you can see, those guys are really annoying. They throw the lightning bolt down really fast. That's an enemy that takes some getting used to. But yeah, the next enemy coming up, or sorry, the next boss coming up is going to be a pain. And I'm anticipating it being very painful for you guys to watch. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully I can do it on my first try. Like I said, I am pretty over-leveled here, so things are looking good, although I'm pretty close to dying because I'm playing like an idiot. And I don't think yeah, we can't move that yet. Hold on, I need to check the map. Okay, that looks about right. Ooh. Why do I always do that? Oh dear. Which way? Yeah, I think I did go the wrong way. I'm not supposed to go that way just yet. Unless I am. I need to get to a save room, though. And the problem is, the next boss is in that door. Ooh, ask and you shall receive. And the next boss, I believe, is in that direction, and I could have double jumped over that one gap that I fell down to get the heart power up. Yes, I can. Oh, and that's another power-up. I believe purple is health. Yes, more health. That's gonna come in real handy. Except for when I do stupid shit like that. I'm sorry, I said I wouldn't swear so much. And I swear way too much. Ooh, and a Golem card. To celebrate, I think it's a good time to show off some of these. So right now I have the... Actually, did I change it? Alright, I have the Mercury and Serpent combination. Now this creates an ice whip. As you can see, you can now freeze enemies. And you can use them as stepping stones. Teabag, teabag. Now, I'm also going to show off the Mandragora card. People seem to really like this card, and I'm one of them. Now it gives us a nice little... I guess that's the Thorn Whip from Simon's Quest? Yeah, I would say so. So yet another element that we have. And finally... God damn it. The Golem card. Now the Golem card drastically increases the length of our whip, but it also... Actually, no, it doesn't reduce the damage. Of course, it doesn't really change anything with the whips, or with the little whip flailing thing. But now we can take out both these axes. Well, I guess not. This isn't quality. This is bad. Very bad Let's Play. I swear I know the other areas better than this, guys. It's just this branching path. I never know which way to take. I really hope that the way to go isn't the way I'm thinking. Because I'm gonna feel like a total idiot. I am such an idiot. That was the way we were supposed to go. Jesus. Oh. I could have saved us so much agony. I'm gonna be cutting like half of this episode. There's no way I'm leaving all of this in. I shouldn't have done that, actually. With the Mercury and Mandragora, sorry, not Mandragora. Mercury and Serpent, is it? Yes, Mercury and Serpent cards. You can actually freeze those brains. I guess you could call it a bad case of brain freeze. That was awful. Get back here. See, even they're throwing shit at me like, you suck, dude. That wasn't even funny. You're not that good. Shut up. And they'd be right, of course. You bastard. Fortunately, they don't do very much damage when they hit you, so... The main thing you have to worry about is running out of MP. And not... Really? Why did I do that? Well... Actually, I think the MP drain is so slow that you can't really run out. Because there are a few places where I think you need this card. That's actually a very good tactic. When you're ducking, you actually won't get knocked back. So it's a very good defensive strategy. Well, not defensive strategy, but platforming strategy. Okay, I'm just gonna come back and do that later. I've wasted enough of your guys' time. So we'll turn that power up off, and we'll go through things normally. Ooh. I guess I... Wait. Oh yes, I guess I did die, so... I lost that card, but I got it back anyway. And more MP is always a good thing. Checking the room just so people know where it is. Okay, we are definitely in the right area now. I believe this is the last save point before the boss. Who we still won't be seeing right away. Ooh. That's right, these enemies. Now these enemies are silly. I really don't know what they were thinking when they made them, but they just look ridiculous. Ooh. Axe armors really are... They were always kind of a low-key enemy, which made me wonder why in the later Castlevanias they kind of introduced them as a super-powered enemy. I don't know, that was... Well, I guess also in the earlier games, Axe armor was, in terms of most hits, probably the most dangerous main enemy, so... I guess it kind of makes sense there. Now you do want to be careful of these things. Sometimes they can kind of blend in. Well, that's kind of the whole point. But I believe the boss room is very close by in here. I think this is a potential shortcut. Yes, it is. I believe there's something in here. Yes, another save room, so I was wrong about that. Which means the boss room must be very, very close. Now the tactic on this boss, I remember him being very easy to cheese once you know how it's done. But unless you do, it's an incredibly annoying boss fight. Ooh. Should be... Ah, yes, there's a little bit of platforming we have to do. As I mentioned in the last episode, or I think I mentioned it, there's a Lost Door. That's the main reason I like this game. It's kind of the middle ground between the Metroidvanias and the old school platformers. And I really appreciate that. I know that Axe might be better for that fight, but I'm gonna stick with Cross. Yeah, I know that some of the other Castlevanias... Oh, the Necromancer. The first time I came in here, I actually thought that was Death, and I was like, wow, I'm fighting Death already? Oh. Oh. Ritualistic sacrifice, it seems. Now the difficulty with this boss is actually hitting him. Because you're going to be spending so much time actually trying to dodge him that, Ah yes, he summons more guys, hence Necromancer. Also, his little projectiles are not blockable. But the cross is a very good weapon here because it actually goes through his little barrier. Alright, now this second phase is really, really weird. He's gonna try and get away from you. This is where the cross can really cheese him. But this attack, he is completely invulnerable, and it can be a pain to dodge. You really want to be careful with that attack. Just ignore those skeletons. They're not too much of a problem. If they group up, just give them a little whip like I did there, but... and try not to jump into the boss while you're at it. It's kind of a bad idea. There we go. 2 level ups. So yeah, as you can see, that boss, with the cross, he is a complete and total joke. He's also really, really easy with the throwing axe. Even the dagger can kind of cheese him a bit, but daggers do low damage and don't multi-hit, so... If you can get a good 3 crosses to multi-hit on him, you've pretty much won the fight, especially that first phase. Now, I didn't do too great during that fight, unfortunately. And I still kind of need to remember how to dodge a lot of the attacks. I also have to apologize for the breaks in my commentary. I am trying to keep the dead silence to a minimum, but it's kind of difficult. I've never been very good at multitasking or speaking coherently, evidently. So yeah, I'm gonna try and work on that, guys. Bye.